chilling and back with another tea and things. I'm chilling with my old girl.
Nia, what's up? It's another Wednesday. We're here back in the building.
Yes.
And we're going to for sure talk about some tea and some things.
But before we do,
shout out to our sponsor, Lucky Coin. We will be telling you all about it.
Very
Stay
soon.
tuned.
Very soon. We got some stuff to tell you about them. Not sure when we're going to do it, but we're going to do it soon.
We're going to do it very soon. Very soon. All right. So there's a lot. So I'm just going to dive right in.
Lord Jesus, what's
So,
happening?
Lord. Well, I'm going to start with something good.
Okay.
So, I am going to personally, not personally, but I got to send a shout out to our boy Cat Williams, and I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. So, I went to his show in Birmingham, Alabama, about an hour, 45 minutes away,
Oh, you did when?
Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Phenomenal show.
Okay.
Great show. Very well put together.
Okay.
Amazing.
He was so funny. I know he was.
He was so funny. And so was a lot of people he brought with him,
Oh, really?
including Monique. But one of the things I want to shout out about his show and his tour that I thought was so great is that, and I mean, the arena was completely sold out.
Okay.
Okay, show was sold out. But Cat bought comedian legends and new comedians and Lil Mo,
Little Mo.
Yeah, he brought out some rappers with
What's
him.
she doing?
She did. That's what I'm saying. I mean, she did a good job too. But just to hype up the crowd, entertain the crowd.
Okay.
But I'm saying this to say that he brought a lot of people on tour with him, which means he employed a lot of people, helped people get money. He bought Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh, Mark Curry.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He bought Monique, of course.
Did she have a show? Did she have like a set? Or
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
All these people had a set.
Okay.
He bought a couple other old school comedians that were popular. He bought some new ones out. I mean, I thought it was great. He had about 9 acts.
No.
Yeah, so he for sure shared the wealth. And I think that's great. And it made me kind of think about
Oh, Lord.
people that sold out, not arenas, but domes, and didn't bring in nobody to open for them. And I think that is not about, I don't need an opener, because a lot of people don't. But, you had to open for somebody at some point. Mm-hmm. And so somebody employed you.
Right.
And helped you get faced and get noticed. So I definitely wanted to shout Cat Williams out for that. Thought it was phenomenal. Hey, if he's coming to a city near you, definitely go. It's worth the show.
He was funny.
So good. Standing ovation.
All right.
So good.
All right.
Now, he came on a little late because he employed so many people. But he didn't come on late because we were just sitting there waiting for the big act.
We were being entertained.
We were for sure being entertained, and it was damn good, too.
Okay.
I never laughed so hard.
You never laughed so hard. Well, I mean, I always liked Cat Williams. I always thought he was kind of funny. So, if he does decide he wants to come to the Atlanta area, I might be with it.
Yeah. For whatever reason on his tour, Atlanta was not there.
Child.
So,
I
don't know.
Telling there. Yeah. He probably got beef with Atlanta right now.
I know, for sure.
Who knows?
I was thinking that.
He always got issues
that's
with
why
something.
I kind of, he wasn't there. That's why I picked Birmingham, so.
Yeah, Birmingham's not too
It was
far.
close. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was worth it,
Yeah.
We didn't drive there and back. We stayed a night there and drove back the next morning. So it was great. It was perfect. Okay, so. And moving on. So y'all definitely go support Cat. See Cat. Because he's employing a tribe of people.
Right.
Which I think is great. And I hope more artists do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So moving on. Lord. You guys, things are getting very ugly
For who?
with the Diddy.
Oh, not Diddy.
It's getting bad. It's getting ugly.
It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes.
Yeah. It is for sure getting hot in here. So another lawsuit was filed against him on Monday.
Wow.
Okay. This gentleman, Mr. Rodney Jones, Lil Rod they call him, who
Lil Rod,
who's Diddy's producer. Diddy did actually list him on I think his 2022 album.
the Love album.
So so we know that the man ain't lying that he produced for Diddy, because
He's right there.
he's
the
on the album. You can't take that away.
Yeah, he's on the credits.
He's on the credits for sure. So, yes, by a guy this time.
Yeah, I got this time.
Yeah, that's
right,
Rodney
sir.
Jones, Lil Rod, okay, y'all?
Oh my goodness.
So, Lil Rod has all kind of allegations against him. He's suing for $30 million. I'm like, damn. I ought to get in on this damn lawsuit. But
so he's suing for $30 million because what? Why?
So,
what happened?
well, a lot happened, but he claims that, Diddy
Sexual assaults, was it?
sexual assault, Diddy would be parading around naked.
Which is craziness. I mean,
Groping the bed.
saying that he had other people groping him.
Right. And one of the allegations also state that Diddy would had sex workers in the house and he would drug them. But Lil Rod feels like one night he was drugged
And taken advantage of.
and woke up disheveled.
And feeling as if he'd been
with Diddy
taken
in the
advantage
bed
of.
with him and and a couple of the sex workers.
What
So-
Diddy was doing in the bed. So it would have been okay if it was just the sex workers? Things
No,
to make
because
you
we
go,
don't even know what the sex workers are.
Oh, they could have been male.
Men or whatever.
Oh my word. Okay, so we'll keep you abreast of what's going on with that. Oh my word, I don't even know what to say.
But I'm hoping that a lot is not the truth.
Well,
But it's too many allegations for none of it to be true.
something gonna come out in court. I believe Diddy must be fluid, and it's okay, Diddy. If you're fluid, it's fine. You just can't force other people to be with you. I mean, he was an only child, so maybe he feel like he just forcing other people to.
Well, I
do
think
it
that
with
if he is drugging people, that's like wrong on so many levels.
Yeah.
To drug people and take advantage of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like really wrong. And I'm hoping that a lot of this stuff about Diddy is not true.
It's a 70-something page lawsuit with all kinds of allegations. I heard this man has receipts. Well,
Yeah. Well, they have started unfolding some of his stuff since the lawsuit, saying that it's not true. I don't know. I got to dig into that.
So we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted. We will. We don't know enough to say yet, but we gonna.
We do know that the lawsuit has been filed.
Yeah.
We don't know if Diddy was drugging Lil Rod and all this stuff, but it's ugly.
Yeah.
It's ugly. And what 50 had to say?
Yeah. 50 said, "Hey, I don't need no grown man to buy me no clothes."
Diddy wanted to take 50 shopping.
Right.
50 got to get in it.
Right. Crazy.
Lord, yeah, real crazy. And moving on, it's getting even uglier, way uglier,
Okay.
with Miss Portia and her husband getting a divorce. So,
Well, what happened with Portia?
she filed
Look,
for
I'm ready to hear and spill the tea.
she filed for a divorce.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but lots of accusations are coming out about her husband.
So she filing for a divorce because her husband lied about who he was?
No, so originally I don't think that's, well, she didn't say.
She didn't say that exactly, but
While she filed for the divorce.
Comma,
But
when it was time to pay the bills, his card declined.
so they've been married. So Portia and Simon, I'm going to
Girl,
butcher
don't even
this
worry
man's
about his
last
last
name.
name.
Well, I'm
Don't
pretty
even
good
worry
with Nigerian last name. Gubadaya. Did I say that right? But they've only been married 15 months, so a little bit over a year, okay? And he's been running around, they've been running around in private jets and all kind of stuff. Now the private jet company is suing him for $900 and something thousand.
Oh, our producer didn't even know that.
He was not paying the bill. So, you know, which, guys, don't just go say, oh, I could be with a private jet company. I think you got to show some kind of credentials up front. But whatever he had, he had. And you can join, you know, there's Mile High clubs and all kind of different jet clubs you can join and travel and get billed for it.
Right.
And so he was apparently there.
Well,
but he didn't pay the bill.
His credential was Portia. So
Well,
she filing a divorce, so we gonna see what happens with her and her husband and them filing this divorce.
Well, yeah, and then also too with her husband, she is so they filed a prenup very close to the time of marriage. So she is asking the courts not to allow
him to get any of her money.
Right. Right, because, you know, you can file distress if it's right before the wedding and they can rule and, you know, throw out the prenup. Because, I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of, to sign it right before the wedding, you could not be thinking clearly when you're signing that.
Lordy.
And also, he turned out to be a big fraud, allegedly. They're revoking his citizenship because of all his legal troubles.
Wow, so that's big old wedding that they had and African
double wedding, yeah.
And I knew so many people who went to this wedding and they were just like, oh, it was so wonderful and so beautiful. That's why you don't be posting your business online.
Well, and then apparently too, she paid for the wedding.
Both of them?
Because he was supposed to pay her back. So
you should have known at that moment.
That's what I said. At that moment, soon as it started looking fishy.
Right.
You know.
Anyway.
So it's kind of like the Tinder swindler type situation.
Yes, ma'am.
And Portia's also with her attorney filing that he doesn't, you know, destroy any tax documents, any old documents. But I don't even know why she want all that. Girl, look. The man done robbed you, honey.
Look,
I mean, she was wearing the dashiki and everything, and doing his feet and
what? Oh, girl, no.
She was being a very. I used to say, look at Portia. She's being a really good wife to this man. When she thought he had that damn $40 million or whatever he was supposed to have.
Well, we gonna have to get on into our topic, or we ain't gonna have no time to talk about our topic.
Zoe says she paid for the wedding. Exactly. Yes. All right. Well, we are gonna go ahead and get into our topic of the night, and Shantae gonna bring us in.
So, you know, I always wonder when you think about all these people that, you know, go and they have all this money and they're doing all this stuff, and you know, some people turn out to be wonderful because they're working their asses off. But does that working of your ass extra hard, does it create problems in the relationship? Is it hard to be with someone who's a workaholic?
I would think so, yeah. Because, I mean,
Well, okay, so I got two different perspectives, right? So like I definitely want you to work to go get the bag, right? No one
For
wants
sure.
no one wants their significant other not to be working hard to try to get the bag.
right.
But like don't go so hard that you have no time for me. Because like gifts and like shopping sprees and all of this other stuff does not negate the time that you spend with me, right? But I always wonder to myself, because women who get themselves into this situation, like it within the first, I don't know, say couple of months of being with them, because they're showering you with gifts, but they're like never around. But you decide that you're gonna just stay anyway, and that's gonna be enough for you.
Well, I think, too, it's kind of hard
Uh huh.
to. It's a hard situation to approach, right? Because
Right.
you're working.
Right.
So it's kind of like you would be complaining if they weren't working.
This is
So
true.
I do think that it would be extremely hard to date a workaholic for sure. And I feel like I've been there before. Somebody that's working on the weekend, somebody that's working.
Oh yeah, I
like-
remember I dated someone who was a workaholic like that, and like I just literally had to be like, "This is not working. You don't have any time for me. Like I'm not gonna come to your job and spend time with you. That's stupid. Like I want to go on a date.
Right, for sure.
I don't want to come up to your job and you just give me some money and be like, all right, we'll go shopping and then come back and we'll have lunch on my lunch break and then I'm not gonna get off until 5 o'clock in the morning where you're getting up to go to work, but I'll stop by your job while you're at lunch. No, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm good.
but I can see how it can be a testy line to cause a problem. But I can also see how it could break up a relationship as well, for sure.
Robin says there has to be some sort of balance between the work and the play. And I totally agree with that. Like, and I mean, I feel like the only person that could date a workaholic is like another workaholic. Because then it's fine. Right? It's fine because it's like I don't have any time for you, you don't have any time for me. But when we getting together doing what we do, because I feel like there's only so much you could do in an hour span. Like
Yeah, that's a lunch
you
break.
might lift up your skirt and give them some and keep it pushing. I mean, because I don't understand. Like you guys are not building any type of relationship. Like you're not communicating. I guess you're communicating about when y'all gonna hook up. So are you guys really in a relationship or are you just in a situationship? If y'all are both workaholics.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Or you think
I
that's
know
why
people that.
the women demand, like if it's a man that's a workaholic and the woman is not, you think that's why she'd be like, well, buy me this and buy me that. Oh, he gonna put this in my account, blah, blah, blah. Because then that's how they feel like they're being loved, maybe?
No. I just think that it just depends on, if you've been together with somebody for years and they've always been a workaholic. I know, and I don't know that this would be considered a workaholic, but I do know a few authors, and I do know the dynamic of their relationship when they're writing and doing their book. They're in closed doors and not being around anybody.
But I mean, but that's only,
and that's including their wife.
but that's only for a short amount of time.
It can be a couple years to write a book, 2 to 3.
Well, I was reading Becoming Michelle Obama, and she did talk about how Barack did that.
Oh, when goes to write that book.
Yeah, when he's done it for a couple of books, where he would go to Hawaii or wherever he was going, and he would write the books, and it would be like this little shocked that he would be writing in and whatever. She's like, okay, this is too much. We have 2 kids. This is you tripping. You tripping.
See, I could feel her. So I think it would take. I think if you're dating a workaholic, for me, I would feel like it would be extremely hard.
I mean,
because I need you to get off of work at some point.
But how do you really get a chance to know them? Is my question. Like, are you really dating? Like, if every time I call you, you're working, like that means you just like the way I look. But there's married couples, and somebody in the married couple is a workaholic. But I don't understand.
And there's plenty of them.
But how did you get to the point where you just like? Is it that you love your life? Because, like, to me, if the person is a workaholic, how am I getting to know you if you're at work? How?
To each his own.
Girl, they in love with the money. I'm in love with the money.
I mean, and then there's those people that, you don't know, the ground rules could be set from the beginning. I'm going to work. I'm going to be a workaholic. I'm going to kill myself working so that when we are 65, we don't have to work. And if that's what you're in agreement to, I mean, it wouldn't work for me because I need to be off. Period.
Right. And I want to be with my man. It's like, I'm not saying don't work by no stretch of the means. But what I am saying is, I want to, if I look in your eyes, I can tell if you're happy or if you're sad or if you need me. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to be able to tell being able to look at me, you could tell by the way I'm walking or the way I'm talking that something ain't right with me or, that I'm excited about something. Like, I want you to be able to instinctively know that about me. And you can't do that if your ass is working all the time. Well,
I don't know.
Maybe they got good with how they sound. Oh, you sound like something's wrong with you. Maybe maybe they're going on FaceTime. Oh, babe, your face ain't looking right. I don't know. It's crazy.
I know, but there's plenty of workaholics out there. And when we say workaholic, we mean people that's like...
Right.
Never stopping the work.
Yes, because...
For nothing.
The guy that I'm talking about, he had like 3 jobs, no lie, like no cap. Like, he would work and work and work. And so the only time I could see him was like literally on his lunch break. And then he'd be like, oh, well, come up to my such and such. I ain't about to come up there. No. We gonna have to break up. This ain't working.
and everything don't work for everybody.
And like, well, let me send you some money. He was trying to Western Union me the money. That's how long.
Oh, back in the Western Union day.
I'm gonna Western Union you the money.
They'll put them out of business.
Don't Western Union me nothing. We're over.
Yeah, and everything don't work for everybody, but I for sure know workaholics. I know people in a relationship with workaholics, and they found ways to make it work for them. It wouldn't work for me.
Right.
Because I need you to take off work. I want to travel. I want to do other things.
Yeah, I agree with that. But then you can't get mad if I'm, seeing somebody on the side because I'm going to. And
I think it can cause those type of problems as well.
Yeah, it's like
for sure.
It's like, oh well, you sent me this little cash. I'm gonna take my other little friend to, the restaurant up the street.
I don't know. That might be a little extreme.
You ain't got time for me, so
But I can see how somebody that is dating a complete workaholic can venture out just for time. Time is like.
Yeah, important. You want somebody to tell you that you're pretty. You want somebody to, make a fuss over you. You want someone who's going to be there to open the doors and pull out your chair. You don't want to be at an expensive restaurant and even though it's on your man, you sitting there by yourself drinking your cocktail. What the hell? No.
I'll do it.
I need my man there. I'm sorry.
I'll for sure do it. I do it. Call the bartender at Chops. He know me.
Oh, my word. No, that's not good. I mean, every now and then, it would be nice as a treat to be like, oh, babe, go I don't know, take yourself out, but I don't see the relevance in that. I don't want to go to dinner by myself. I want to go to dinner with my man. Otherwise, why do I have him? Hell, if I was going to sit at the restaurant and eat by my damn self, I could have just stayed single.
Well, that ain't necessarily for a lot of people. I know a lot of people that go out by themselves. Some workaholics that's traveling for work.
Well, you ain't gonna get, unless I'm trying to write something or I'm trying to do something where I need to be by myself, then probably not. I mean, but to each his own. I mean,
To each his own, for sure.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I ain't gonna do it.
Right. Well, we are gonna get into our 5-minute tip of the day. And
oh, no, we already had the 5 minutes. Okay.
And our 5-minute tip is always something to save you time, money, your life, or something.
Oh, okay, yes.
Of beneficial.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, she got one. Okay.
I got one for us
She
today.
ready to get into it.
I'm ready to get into it. So, it's still get dark a little early. It's getting better.
Yeah, it is. It is, for sure.
But, even, even when it does start getting dark at 8 o'clock, sometimes we don't get home from work till 6:30.
Right.
By the time you wind down and get dark, and you might want to go take a walk. So I've ordered, I don't know, somebody saying something, but I've ordered reflectors with LEDs, and I've ordered them in a bracelet, but they come in a vase, have LEDs.
Okay.
Yeah. They make them for the animal. Your pet, your dog, or whatever. But it's so important because they've been having lots of,
people getting hit.
People getting hit by cars. So it's not expensive like the bracelets I ordered. They were maybe not even $10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
good.
But when they have the LEDs,
so they can see you at least when
the
you're
lights.
walking,
Yeah.
Right. I like the necklace one. I think that's
there's
good.
the necklace. There's the bracelets. They also make the anklets to go around the ankle. They make like a thigh band.
Oh, okay.
And it's the reflectors with the LEDs, but just something that simple can
save your life.
So I think it's very important because sometimes it's really dark.
Especially
when you're driving.
Where you are.
Yeah, and if somebody have on just all dark clothes.
Oh my gosh.
It could be dangerous.
It could, right.
For sure.
and guys, wear reflective clothes. Don't just don't be in all black and it's dark outside. Don't get caught at night. And Zuri says, "Hey, listen, you don't want the complete opposite man who doesn't work at all."
Yeah, that's true.
That, sis. We definitely don't want that.
So I might take the workaholic. That's why we say there's a line. It's something kind of hard to complain about.
Right. We gonna need to be dead smack in the middle with that. Dead smack in the middle. I'm gonna need you to work, just not too much.
Boom. There you have it. But guys, definitely look into the reflectors.
Yeah.
And the reflectors I got is the reflectors with the LEDs. So.
And this is on Amazon, right?
Yes, you can get them on Amazon. They sell a whole pack, different colors, anything you want.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think
with the LEDs, it has the lights, and just if you want to take an evening walk, it could be a little safer.
That's right.
For sure.
And so if you got any questions, comments, topics, or you just simply have a burning desire to tell us something, you can always hit us up at THANGZ @gmail.com with any of those questions, comments, or concerns. And listen, comment, share with your friends. Tell them, hey, come see about us because we got some funny stuff we talk about on a regular basis, and we always keep it 100.
Keep it 100. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Same time, same place.